He's rocking the van, and not in a good way. It's my first ferry ride, and I almost threw up. That was close. Stay off the road, sheeper.
So hype set.
I think I got a little red on my nose.
Burn?
Yeah, I will have to make sure I put on sunscreen today. Good morning. What day is it? I've lost all track of time.
Today is the 11th.
Today is the 11th, which is Wednesday, I think. We got to our suite because there was nothing else left when we got here. Where are we, Wellington? Yep. We are in Wellington. We got here late last night. Anyway, a few issues, but we got here, and I got to meet Sophie last night. I think I talked about that already. But look at our view. Very nice. So we're just having a coffee here quick, and then Mark has a meeting at 9. It's 8 right now. It is beautiful here. I didn't realize it was all the houses were on like hills.
Wellington's pretty rolly.
And I didn't realize Wellington was the capital of New Zealand. I had to ask Suri about that yesterday on our travels. So today we go on the ferry and we head to the South Island. And I think we're going to be in the South Island until I go home on the 20th. So it should be good. It's really windy though. So what's that going to say about the?
Well, I don't know.
It could be a bumpy ride. We are in line for the ferry now. We are crossing from the North Island to the South Island. We just finished meeting with New Zealand Beef and Lamb, which is a pretty sweet collaboration, wouldn't you say?
Yes, very tasty.
Very tasty. Some really good perspective, and we talked to the COO, Chief Operating Officer.
Yep.
And we talked to the market development, the guy in charge of market development, and I could have talked to him all day. So they're doing some really cool stuff, and it's all with collaboration and working with the meat sector, right? Like
meat
processors,
yep.
Consumers.
Yeah, and retailers.
Retailers, yeah. So that to me is like all the pillars that you need to make something work. And he said within a year with starting this new brand that they kind of came out with already shows that it's really lifting all the sectors up, instead of typically in agriculture, if one sector gets lifted, another kind of, it's on the back of someone else. So this has been, today, even it was just an hour, was like mind-blowing. So anyway, we're in line for the boat. Hurry up and wait.
Cattle.
We are like cattle. My camera really smells like the barn. Yep. Into the bowels. Never done this before. Never been on a ferry. This is it, eh? Just
Yep. Now want me to go up?
Yep. This is where we're going. Whoa. I wouldn't want to be that truck driver. Oh!
It's not his first rodeo.
No.
In 150 meters, turn left to stay on State Highway 1. Take the next left to stay on State Highway 1.
It's gonna hurt.
Oi. Oh. Our poor van.
Not ours, thank God. I would buy it after I was done with it.
Yeah. Welcome to the South Island. That was my first ferry ride, and I almost threw up.
It was tough.
That was really rough. And Mark was like, "Oh, it's way rougher on the way here," and I'm like, "I feel like
it was about the same."
I feel like you just tell me that because I won't know any different.
It got better.
I had to have a little close my eyes for about a half an hour, or it was going to be a mad dash to the washroom. So we're in BLENHEIM, and this is a wine region, I guess Mark was saying. Oh, so that's for keeping birds out.
Yep.
And you said that's right before they harvest?
Yeah, because you haven't harvested them yet. You can see the grapes hanging.
Yep. There they are. Hi guys. Hanging out with your cow friends. That was close. Stay off the road. Sheeper. How do you get over there? Oh, Mark. This thing's gutless. Such a rebel. What if there was a sheep right here? That's some mean water. That's maybe why I felt sick on the boat. Are we on the coast the whole way like that?
Yep.
Nice. It's Thursday. We got here really late last night, so we weren't able to take in the beauty of where we are. So I found the only spot that I'm not surrounded by trees, kind of. It's really pretty. We're in like a bowl of mountains in a little trailer park. About an hour and a half from Christchurch. Good morning. Say hi to the people.
Oh boy.
It's really dark. Alright, on the road again. Here's a better view. So I'm seeing a lot of this in the main cities, a lot of houses on the hills. Harbor in there. So pretty. This is the smallest little sheep station I've seen yet. Under the trees. What are those fruit trees? Because they kind of look planted. Oh, olives? That's pretty. Couldn't see this last night. We're just stopping for fuel, so it's quiet and it's not bumpy, so you won't get car sick for me talking to you guys. Yeah, it's Thursday here, so I've been here since Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it's day 4, and we are on our way back towards Christchurch. Mark has a meeting with a dairy company that was a collaboration, so he wants to just, I think, a joint venture, so he wants to talk to them regarding his project. A few things about New Zealand in my 4 days of visiting. We planned a lot of driving, and our old bodies were not prepared for the bumpiness and the hills. You know, when I see 45 kilometers to your final destination, you're like, yeah, it's only like 40 minutes or 35 minutes. Here, that's like an hour and a half because it's not a straight road and it's not a flat road. Everything is twisty-turny, up and down. So if you like roller coasters, you will love New Zealand roads, but this view is so worth it because everything is beautiful. There is sheep and cows. He's rocking the van, and not in a good way. There's sheep and cows. The cows seem to be, they love their Herefords down here. I had no idea. They're beautiful on this landscape. They also have a lot of Angus, and then of course there's Baldies. So Belinda would be in her glory here. And then there's a lot of sheep mixed in with it. So whether they're beside it, whether they're in the same, on the same hill as them, they seem to really work well together. And we talked to some people from New Zealand, or Beef and Lamb New Zealand yesterday, and that was a great meeting. And they talked about they work together as an organization because they work together as farms. So he said a lot of sheep producers also have beef. Filled up for the 300th time?
I don't know.
Fuel is not cheap, and we do not have a fuel-efficient vehicle. But we can sleep here. All right. How much longer? Are we there yet? "55 minutes. 71 kilometers. Okay. We're just stopping because this irrigation's really cool. And it's on wheels. We could do that at home, eh?
Yeah.
Why?
Down the road.
Oh, right. I don't think we'd see many tractors and farm equipment on 4-lane highways at home.
Going through a roundabout?
Going through a roundabout, that's impressive. Kloss. Just giving her. We are back in Christchurch. Went and got some groceries, went and got some lunch. We are headed out for some R&R at another camp resort.
Top 10, baby.
A top 10. Near
HANMER
Springs. And I think there's a hot springs nearby, right?
Yeah, there's like a hot thermal pool park.
I need all the hot thermal pool for my aching body because I don't do this much sitting. And we've sat for 4 days in this vehicle with poor suspension.
We're sitting on top of the wheels.
That's true. We are. Like a cab, what are these called? Cab front? Cab forward?
Cab over.
Cab over. Yeah. Alright, so that's what we're up to this afternoon. The meeting this morning went really, really well with the dairy joint venture guy.
Yeah.
I think the company's called Camden Dairy. Or Camden Farms.
Camden Group.
Camden Group. Camden Group. Camden Group.
Yeah.
English is hard. And wow, the takeaways from that one. He would have been an amazing one to do a podcast with.
Yeah, no, they all would have been. It just...
Oh, so good. So maybe we can sit down and talk about all the things that they talked about. The ones I got to sit on anyway. We at least got some work done today, and then tomorrow, so we're gonna just relax for the rest of the day once we get there. It's a 2-hour drive. And then tomorrow tomorrow night, we got most of the day tomorrow still to hang out?
Yeah, tomorrow night around 5-ish we're trying to get to Corrigan's.
Right, we're getting to our buddy up in North Southern Island near Nelson. So that's kind of the scoop. Holy roundabouts. Every irrigation pivot is going for miles. Way up those hills. So anywhere where it's green is getting irrigated and the rest is just dry. And for the most part, all we've seen on this stuff is just grass or brassicas, and it's been either beef cows, sheep, or a few dairies. Jerseys! Aww, not all of them. Most are crossed. We made it to our little cabin. Little cabin. Let's see what it looks like. A bed. That's it. But after being in a van for a few nights, it's nice to... I guess we've only been in the van a couple nights. But, nice little spot to stretch out. Ooh, could go for a little snack. Tim Tams. I think we should take one of those out.
You drank yourself.
It's a nice place. Little lounge in the kitchen. There you go. Morning. Friday, day 5. and we're just vacating our little cabin and heading over to the hot springs. We went to the hot springs last night for a little bit, and it was, oh nice, sorry, I'm in your way. And the little village is so cute. It's called HANMER Springs. Probably not pronouncing that right. It's just a quaint little village. Beachy kind of feel. No, like Banff. Yeah. Only really small.
Resort, ski resort.
Yeah. I'll just turn the camera. Really blurry.
You won't be able to see it.
That's okay, you get the gist. While we're waiting in construction on a hill beside the river, sorry about the footage, guys. All we have done is drive, and then when we stop it's dark. So today we went to the hot pools, thermal pools, hot springs, and it was divine. It's the first time we woke up this morning, it was 8 degrees, so it was freezing, so it was just nice to relax and sit in the warm water in the sun for a whopping hour and a half.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. And then we've been on the road for the last hour and a half or 2 hours, and we're en route. We're heading kind of northwest, and gonna spend some time on a dairy farm for the next couple days, which is exciting. Everything's kind of a long drive. A long, meandering, beautiful drive. I have no idea how to do travel vlogs, apparently.
Just enjoy your holiday.
Yeah, I will. I am. What's been your favorite since I got here so far?
Driving in the van.
You love the van. You get to drive. Okay, that's all we know right now. Get it. I know. Just can't believe how nice it is today. Watch the thorns. This is Golden Bay.